What's going on, guys? We are back today with another video for you, and it's been a while, man. I just got back from my vacation in North Carolina, went up to the mountain house, and man, wouldn't you know it, I was sick the entire time too. If you guys know, if you've been keeping up, I've last couple weeks, probably 4 or 5 weeks now, I've had this cough and this congestion. I just can't seem to get rid of it. It's in my sinuses now. I don't know if it's allergies or what, or if it's something else, but man, I just can't seem to kick it. I've just nonstop coughing, and I had been feeling completely fine. I got all the way up to the mountains, and then all of a sudden lost my sense of taste. And I was like, are you kidding me, man? Like, you're on vacation, you want to have fun, you want to explore and eat new things, and almost the entire trip I couldn't taste nothing. I was so mad, man. We still had a good time, we traveled around and whatnot. I'll talk more here in a minute after I explain this deck, but tonight didn't have a whole lot of time. I was mainly traveling back today, and I just got home a little bit ago, so just kind of slapped this deck together on the road and figured we'd give it a try. Nothing crazy, just wanted to test White Rabbit. I don't think it's going to be very good. I don't think it has enough support yet, so just prefacing that now. Obviously, it's just a tester deck, just really going to try this combo out, White Rabbit and Wellington Top Hat. So White Rabbit just released a couple days ago. When played, if it's the third turn of a round, your fiction and fantasy cards, wherever they are, gain 13 until played, and then repeat if played next to Wellington Top Hat. So basically, kind of stinks because you really want to play like Wellington Top Hat with Pocket Watch on turn 1 so that you get the ability of 17 for the whole round on your arts and science cards. But White Rabbit wants to be played on third turn of a round, so it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why they made that choice there with that. I feel like this should say if it's the first turn of the round, that would have been perfect. But now you can't. You could play Pocket Watch still, but then you only get it for the very last turn, and it just feels a little underwhelming. So I don't know. I had Pocket Watch in here, and I took it out for Jet Car. I feel like it's going to be a little more impactful. You guys can try it. Let me know what you think. I also had a different version where I tried out cosplay with a little kind of, different cards here down at the bottom because cosplay wants a card from every album. So that's additional fiction and fantasy buff. It just, I don't know, it seemed a little weak too. So I think this one felt a little bit better with the Vitruvian Consciousness. So you can see we got the Consciousness, 9/9 Arts and Science. So we get that 16 until played. And then Vitruvian also 9/9 Science Arts gets that 18 until played. So that combo feels a little stronger for this build, but I think they still need more, or at least some better fiction and fantasy cards, because you want to be playing Beowulf because he's fiction and fantasy, but it really hinders what you can play with this build. Like, you can't, because White Rabbit, Wellington Top Hat, there's 2 legendaries there. You toss Beowulf, that's 3. And you're really limited on what you can play. If you try to squeeze cosplay in there next, it's very difficult to build a decent deck around. So I tried a couple different brews with it and just really struggled trying to find something that worked with White Rabbit. Like I said, I think the main issue is the third turn of the round here. Really kind of kills it. But anyway, we're going to try it out anyway. Like I said, we're rocking Jet Car for that plus 80 on the turn, cards adjacent. Mouse King, again, just a fiction fantasy card. That's the only reason it's in here. Dan Dunn, same thing, fiction fantasy, but his start ability does take a random card in your hand and gets 25 on the turn, which is not bad. Mephistopheles, a little awkward because this week's energy, when drawing your cards in hand, cost +1 until played, and then when returned, gain 50 for 2 turns. So that +1 is a little painful this week, depending when you draw it. So you can see I tried to lower the curve down here at the bottom. 3-drop, couple 4-drops, actually a couple 3-drops, and a 1-drop there. So you can see I tried to lower the curve down with my science cards, just because of this Mephistopheles card makes it a little awkward sometimes. Black Spot, again, just a fiction fantasy card here. When returned, if you won the turn, lose 50 next turn, and if you lost the turn, your opponent loses 50 next turn. So this card can be a little awkward too. Louis Selly, when drawn, ability doesn't really matter. We don't have any awesome aviation cards in the deck. Prince Hamlet, not great in this deck either, but it is a fiction fantasy card, and it can buff your science cards, which is nice. So if you do win at least one round, you're going to get that 50 on the turn for your science cards, which can be pretty decent. Door to Hell, obviously 50 on the turn, nice. Magneto Reception, if played adjacent to any arts and culture card, your arts and culture cards, wherever they are, gain 16 this round, and repeat for each album. So you want to play that in the middle and have a science and then an arts and culture card next to it, so they both get buffed for the round. Chrono, we're going to do some debuffing on our opponent, minus 100 here, along with Antimatter, minus 150, and Grim Reaper, minus 32 round 1 and 2, minus 16 round 3 and 4. Infinity, again, a little bit more debuff and lowers the curve. All cards, wherever they are, lose 45 this turn. And then when returned, your opponent loses, your cards lose 67 and your opponent loses 89. So that's kind of nice. And finally, Hide the Pain Herald if we get behind. Just a hold card. We can try to stack him up for the late game. But that's the deck. Let's go try her out. Like I said, if I start coughing at all or anything, I apologize. I'm still trying to get over this cold or whatever. Like I said, no idea. I'm going to try to go to the doctor. I'm hoping tomorrow, if they get an opening, I'm going to call up and see if anybody canceled. But I go back to work Tuesday, so I took tomorrow off too as like my recoup day after the long drive back that we had today. Nice 8-hour drive, or it might not have been that long, closer to 7 probably, but still quite a bit. It's always nice. My wife and I rotate, so it doesn't make it too bad. I'll drive 2 hours and then swap, and 2 hours swap, and then whatever on the last leg, we'll just kind of divide it out and see roughly what makes it even. So we're not all killing ourselves there. I think I'm just going to play 2 7s here. Just get some out of my hand. Like I said, it can be a little awkward if you got the expensive cards in your hand when you get that Mephistopheles. That's how you say it. All right, looks like we got a fearsome flyer deck here. But yeah, the trip was fun. We did basically every day. We just hit up a different town and explored. Took the kids, obviously went to try to hunt toys and stuff for them each trip. And usually we go like antique shopping and stuff, my wife and I, and we try to find some cool stuff, that might be fun for the kids. Ooh, it's kind of awkward hand here. But so it's kind of weird because this trip, usually every trip I kind of come with like an idea of something I want to look for, like antique wise, or something I want like for the house or something. And this year I was like, man, I really don't know what the hell I want. We hit up like early on, we kept hitting up different shops, and I was like, man, I don't see anything I want. Like I don't really know. Which was like a first for us. Usually we're like, oh, I want this, I want that, but not this year. And I finally, about, I don't know, maybe like the 4th day in, we were like, what about looking for old beer taps? So like we were looking for like, the handles that you have, that you kind of like decorative pieces. So we're going to like around our bar basically try to like collect different handles now when we go places and try to find some really old or really unique handles. It's crazy. Like some of the handles that we found were really crazy. Like I found one it was actually a Florida one, which where we're from. So it had like this big old panther on the head. It was like some Florida panther. The thing looked cool though, man. We were like, oh, we're definitely getting this one. But they can get expensive, shockingly. This thing ended up costing us like, what was it, like, I think it was like $45 for this panther handle. But yeah, still pretty cool. So we're going to start collecting some of those as a little something fun for the bar. All right, we did win a round. So look, we got Prince Hamlet coming in clutch there. That's kind of nice. Want to go boom. Let's go. I was hoping to play 2 of these. Maybe we Hide the Pain Herald then. Let's do it like that. It's a nice turn there. I was hoping to play Grim Reaper there, but oh well. can't always get what you want. Like I said, the energy is a little bit awkward this week with this deck, but not the worst. All right. Infinity will be nice. And then Mephistopheles will give us the jump start next round, which will be good. Let's do that. So I think we got this round, right? Maybe. Ooh, maybe not. Is he getting it? Ooh. Did he steal that? He sure did, didn't he? Dang, I thought we had that in the bag. A little unfortunate there. Hot diggity. What else did we do? Man, we were going to go take the kids to a waterfall and go swimming. There's just like this little spot. But we chose Friday, like, was the day. We're like, it's supposed to be the hottest day because the springs are going to be really cold, you know. So we're like, we'll do Friday. And wouldn't you know, we get there and, or Friday rolls around, I should say, and it's, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's basically super cold out, like rainy, just looking all nasty, and it was supposed to be like the nicest day. We're just like, of course. Like, you want to go to the spring, you want to take the kids, you want to have fun, and this is what happens. Never fails. So yeah, that was a little underwhelming. What else did we do? Man, we did some cool stuff. I'm trying to remember. All right, it's not round 3 yet, so we got to wait on Rabbit. He's dropping his Paleo. That's his main cards there he's playing. It's awkward. We can't play Dan Dunn right now. We'll play Black Spot, I guess. Yeah, let's just do it like that. It saves us some energy, too. Oh, we actually won that, too, so that's not too bad. I guess we'll take that. We got minus 50 on our own card there, though. That's unfortunate. All right, let's do this. And, ooh. Don't think I want to do Vitruvian. I think I want to do Chrono here. Vitruvian seems better, but that last turn of the game, I'd rather have Chrono Gun, I think. I don't really want Vitruvian back. Ooh, did we get him? Did we get him? Be close again. Oh, I think we barely won. Yeah, we squeezed that out. Barely. Woo! Yeah, if we'd have played Vitruvian there, I think we'd have lost that round. So we got lucky. All right, we got our Door to Hell, too. That's nice. Definitely playing that slot 1. We'll get that last turn of the game. So we play 3 cards anyway. And what else do we want? What if we go her? So we potentially get her last turn of the game. She might be a little bit bigger. And we go Vitruvian Man. Just do it like that. I like it. I can dig it. We ain't seen Hide the Pain Herald in a hot minute. Where's he hiding at? There he is. There's old boy. All right. We drew our Prince Hamlet. So this is probably going to be as good as it's going to get for consciousness, right? Actually, Dan Dunn has a buff right now. Let's drop him. He's expensive, too. I'd rather get him out of my hand. Even though consciousness had a buff. I forgot about that, didn't I? Yeah, probably should have played consciousness. Had that plus 50 on it. You guys were screaming right there like, no, don't forget Hamlet. Yeah, and I totally did. After I said it, too, and then I forgot about it again. Hilarious. All right. Can we win here? We're only down 60. Probably not. I'm gonna play it safe. Try to win next round. So I think we hold Magneto then, right? Infinity's going to neg him for next round, too, which is nice. So we'll already have a little bit of a jump on him. That's risky. We'll see. Cool little deck, though, so far. It's playing a little better than I expected. All right, so we got the Magneto reception. So let's go ahead and do it. And maybe we just do Hide the Pain Herald now so we get the buff. Let's do Mouse King because Black Spot's a little awkward here. Yeah, I figured we'd probably win that, so didn't want to do that. Might just hold Black Spot rest of the game, honestly. Don't know that it's the play. Well, is White Rabbit really the play either? I mean, I guess we could do that. Save Jet Car for the last turn. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, we might get this. I know you guys laughed when you seen this deck. I mean, I laughed when I seen this deck. And here it is, beating a decent deck in Fearsome Flyers. Not terrible. Not terrible. All right, he's going all paleo, so this could be bad for us. He could be smacking us pretty hard here. We pulled out? Ooh, we done pulled it out. My pull-out game's bad. I mean, what? You guys didn't hear that. We got it, though. Heck yeah. All right, I think I'm going to end it there. Just did a tester deck for tonight. And like I said, I'm still not feeling good. I'm a little bit congested in my sinuses. So the whole drive, like I had one ear after we left the mountains that the pressure built up in my head from descending. And it just won't pop. Even now, it's been like, since this morning, I cannot pop my right ear. It's driving me crazy. So I'm going to go lay down and hope it fixes itself. But all right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the deck. As always, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. And you know what I forgot to do? I'm going to go do that real quick before you guys run away. I know you're going to run away anyway, but let's go show you the deck code. Everybody always says, you forgot the deck code. And I'm going to say, I didn't. You just didn't watch the whole video. Ha ha ha. Suckers. N06TG1. You guys saw it. It's there. All right, guys. Have a good night.